Pinterest Predicts, the Pinterest Global Content Calendar, and Pinterest Trends. Let's talk about them. So you may only be using 1 out of 3 of these tools in your business for your Pinterest marketing strategy, where you could be using all 3 of them to inform and create a content strategy on Pinterest. So let's actually just start off the video with talking about the Pinterest Predicts tool. The Pinterest Predicts tool is an annual prediction of topics that are rising on the platform that Pinterest thinks are going to become trends, whether they become more evergreens, evergreen meaning yearly, seasonal, or just like growing and monthly. They believe that these topics are going to take hold on Pinterest and stick around for a while. Now, they figure this out by doing billions of search analysis. Like, they analyze billions of different searches on the platform, billions of different pins, all the engagement signals that come along with it, to really identify what actually is becoming more of a trend and not just like a flash in the pan. Now, I want to remind you, when we talk about trends on Pinterest, we are not talking about like trending audio on Instagram. This is completely different. These are topics like Valentine's Day baking goods that are going to grow with intensity for a period of time, if not for the full year. So I'm not talking about, oh, this cute little trending audio that we need to make an Instagram reel with. No, I'm talking about, this is content you could create on your YouTube channel, on your blog, on your podcast, make pins for, and it's probably going to drive significant engagement and traffic. Okay, now that we have that cleared up, let's go back to talking about Pinterest Predicts. So Pinterest predicts these things with 80% accuracy, and they've done that for 5 years in a row. So I think they have quite a bit of a leg to stand on when they say that they accurately predict what's going to happen on their platform and what's going to seep off their platform into the cultural ethos of our lives. Now, predicts don't just become predicts because they feel like making them predicts, right? Because they're doing all of that search analysis of people actually searching for things on their platform, and they're predicting based on those signals what's going to come to fruition. Pinterest Predicts is this annual report they put together. It's normally 12 to 15 or so across all the different categories of different predictions that they think are going to become trends. Let's talk about Eclectic Grandpa from 2024. Now, Eclectic Grandpa is definitely driven by millennials and Gen Z, and you can see that when we're looking at the trend data for that term, Eclectic Grandpa, or like Grandpa Core, or whatever search terms are surrounded around this Eclectic Grandpa trend. Definitely driven by my generation and the generation after me, because we're probably looking for things that aren't made of plastic. Hello. We want to wear clothing that actually lasts more than a year. One of the things that we can do in order to find that for ourselves is to probably look in Grandma and Grandpa's closets. They probably have, natural fiber clothing in their closets, and that's where kind of Eclectic Grandpa, I think, this is just my opinion, the opinion of one person, really takes hold, is because we are looking for things that are stylish, that are long lasting, and that are not fast fashion, right? We also like to bring back trends from previous years, whether it's trends in clothing or trends in home decor or anything else. So Eclectic Grandpa was just like a prized prediction of the Predicts tool for Pinterest. So as we see things like cherry coated becoming a prediction for 2025, you might be asking yourself, how can I use this prediction from Pinterest for cherry coated in my business? Well, you can use these predictions, and they actually, in the prediction, give you current trends that are trending. So first of all, you can use the 4 or 5 examples they put in the trends report for you, or the prediction report for you, to actually inform your content strategy. You can use this aesthetic, this trend prediction in your products that you're going to make this year, in your content strategy that you're going to put out this year. You can use those things to inform what you're doing in your business, and then put those on Pinterest in the form of Pinterest pins, using those keywords, using those trend identifiers. And then Pinterest, as it indexes your content, will hopefully take hold of those, start to serve them out to the people who are looking for those things. Now, I had previously filmed this video and it didn't work. My YouTube editor wasn't able to download the full file. It was corrupted for some reason, but the example that I had in the previous version I filmed for you was the cherry martini. That is actually in the Trends Predict tool, the predictions tool. And I went to the store and I got all the ingredients for a cherry martini. And I made one filming this video for you, the last one. So we're gonna pretend like this is a cherry martini. If you're a food creator, make cherry martinis, make them non-alcoholic if you're a mocktail person. But basically what you want to do is take the trend predictions and start to inform the content and product lines in your business. Let's talk about Pinterest trends. We're gonna back burner the global content calendar because I doubt you've ever heard of it. That's new and exciting. Well, it's been around for at least a year, but it is new and exciting for a lot of people. So let's talk about what's not new and exciting, but maybe it is new and exciting for you if you've never used it, and that's the trends tool. So the Pinterest Trends tool is at trends.pinterest.com. It is a tool where Pinterest places all of the search terms that they have deemed to be seasonal, growing, top yearly or top monthly trends. And these have been identified and broken out by regions, so different regions of the world, as well as months and categories and gender and age, all the demographic factors that you could possibly want to parse that data with. You can also play around with that in the Trends tool. These topics are consistent and proven on Pinterest, so they either come back month after month, they come back year after year, they come back during this season of the year. So a really good example of this would be pretty much any holiday content on Pinterest. I'm filming this in January. We have Valentine's Day coming up, and we already have Valentine's Day content really taking hold on the platform. Now, I have another example for you, and that's like a difference between spring and summer decor. So if you are on Pinterest and you are looking at the Trends tool and you're looking to create content in your business, and you are, let's say, an interior designer. It is winter right now, but people are already looking for spring decor. And by the time they decorate for spring, they're already looking for summer decor. So as you look at the Trends tool, you can really start to look at these graphs and compare when one thing is rising and one thing is falling. And you can start to see over time exactly what is happening with the data and when you should be creating content. Now, as always, my little bird wings, create content up to 90 days in advance if you can, but you can do it as little as 30 days in advance if you're not able to do it sooner. In essence, you really want to be creating content for a trend when the trend line is down and it's going to be peaking again. So take a look at your trends and the Trends tool and really figure out when that valley is and when the next peak is so you can ride that wave. Now let's take a look at the global content calendar. This tool is a tool that is put together and published by an internal team at Pinterest. Obviously, all these tools are put together and published by an internal team at Pinterest. But the global content calendar is put together by a small group of people, and I occasionally work with a few employees on that team. They are super fun and great to work with. And what they do is they put this calendar together of content that they want to feature throughout the year. Now, they obviously put it together a year in advance for you, so they published this in November to December of last year, but I had already seen the calendar in the fall. Prior to it getting published, I'd already knew what was coming, which is exciting for me. But they have this list of topics that are inclusive and global that they want to showcase during each month of the year. So each month of the year gets a theme, and then each month of the year, the theme gets broken down week by what kind of content they're looking for. Now, this program allows you to get your content in front of the editors of this program at Pinterest because they are wanting to showcase your content to their pinners, to their audience. Not only do they do this on Pinterest where you submit your content and they will feature it if you get chosen on their boards, but they also share it on their social media channels, which is exciting too. Now, taking a look at the upcoming month of trends that they are looking to publish, it's obviously February, so they are looking for things like the big game. So the Super Bowl here in the United States is a February tradition for Americans who like American football. They like food and parties and all of that kind of stuff. But there's also Valentine's Day, which is coming, and you'll see a whole lot of love story and Valentine's Day baking, crafts, and date night ideas and things like that. So they have this calendar. They publish it a month ahead of time. February's was published in January for February, and all the content for February is due by January 31st. That theme follows throughout the entire year, so you have a month ahead of time to create the content, publish it on Pinterest, submit it to the team for a chance to be featured in the month of that theme. Take a look at previously submitted content on the Global Content Calendar page. There are different little categories of content down at the bottom, what they have looked for in the past and what they have featured. So it begs the question, what other platform is telling you exactly what they want to see for the year and what they want to share with their audiences? I personally don't know of another one, but I know Pinterest is, and I obviously adore this platform, so why not use these 3 tools that are provided to us? Now you can find the Global Content Calendar at create.pinterest.com in the resources link of the menu. You can find the Trends tool at trends.pinterest.com, and you can find the Predicts at pinterestpredicts.com. As always, if you need help with your Pinterest marketing strategy, you can join us anytime you'd like to inside of Pin Profit Academy. We don't hold you hostage. You can come and go as you please, and you can get support from me directly. I hope to see you inside, and I'll see you in this video.